morning. Good morning. What's up, everybody? How are we doing today? It is Monday. It's last Monday of the year. Good morning, Caitlin. Good morning, Anne. How are you doing today? Anne, are you still out in Germany or are you back? What does that mean? What does that mean if you're in Germany that it's 3 a.m. and you're awake? Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Caitlin. Back to work. Back to work next week. Just don't think about that. Just think you still got 5 or 6 or 7 days or whatever it is right now. Um, Still in Germany till the second. Yeah. I don't know what day it is or where I am. It is Monday. You're in Germany. There. We answered it for you. Till the second. Okay. How cool. Awesome. I hope everyone's having fun. I hope Emmy is doing well, and I wonder how she's doing. It's got to be something. I'm sure you prepped her for all that, but that's got to be really cool to go experience basically that whole other side of your life, like that whole other side of her mom. You know, that part of like, oh, this is why my mom talks funny. she's still playing video games. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what country she's in or what's going on, how different the traditions are. Um, she's just gonna lock in and play those video games. Video games are the same across the continent. But super cool. Wow. Okay. 1 second here. I don't know what's going on, but feels like something's going on with me, but I don't know. Good morning, Bukes. How you doing? And then I also saw a notification from a Facebook like from Mr. William Craig. I believe that's our friend Jolly Jacko. We walk more here. She's not a fan of that. Yeah, I mean, who likes to walk? This isn't the Robbie Matten show. Matten show. Sorry, dude, butchered your name. My bad. Um, well, I'm glad you guys are out there. I know you've been looking forward to it all year, since you made plans for that. So it's cool that it's finally here and you're back and she's getting to experience it. Like I said, that's awesome. I couldn't imagine that as a kid. For me, I think it was like we would go down to Mexico, which I don't think anyone in my family is like specifically from, but it's more of like I think my grandparents were still born here. No, my grandmother was Nicaragua, but we never went there. So it's just very cool to experience that and have that like first generation difference where, you were born in Germany, she was born here, and then she's experiencing, that that part of your life. So awesome. Yeah. Gross. Blocky. It's disgusting. Um, well, cool. I hope everybody had a good Christmas holiday and is enjoying their break, enjoying their weekend. I had my, own little version of a break. Back to work today, um, tomorrow as well, and then I'm hoping to take a couple more days off this week for the new year and spend that bit of time while the kids are on break. It was really, I think I had said before, like I don't normally take long extended breaks. I normally just take the holiday that I'm given and then I go right back to work. So this was kind of the first year where, like the work, the jobs that I had were all in a good spot and I was able to take some time off. And so I did that again for Christmas holiday. Plus we had a good amount of rain out here. So there's not much that goes on during those rains. So I I thoroughly enjoyed it. The last 5 days being home, having, being able to spend that time with the wife and kids, being able to, help clean up the Christmas chaos and everything that we had going on. We got snow last night. Yeah, nice. Well, that's cool. I mean, it is and it isn't, right? Like, that's cool to get snow, but then yeah, when you think about like, oh man, I really wanted to go do this or I needed to do that, or that just means that you and Caesar get time to bunker down and play some games or paint some figurines or do whatever it is you guys do. Um, so, that's kind of what we did this weekend is like it was pouring rain, so we didn't go anywhere. We just stayed inside. We had people over. We enjoyed, all the little Christmas gifts. Her daughter Brooklyn, she's getting really into nails and hair. So for her Christmas gift, she got a mannequin head to practice hair on, and then she got nail polish kits and then she got a little bit of money, and then next thing I know, the nail kit expanded and she's taken over our entire dining room table, which if your family's anything like mine, the dining room table is also our laundry table. So I don't know how we're going to get by if this becomes a thing because so in our dining room, she has taken over the dining room table, and then there's a whole nother table that Bailey has where she's doing this diamond art. I don't know if I can find a picture of it, but I don't know if anyone's ever seen it. It's like these little tiny gems, really, really small. I think I posted a picture of it somewhere. And she's been doing this one that's like three gnomes. Yeah, so you saw it. She got at Michael's, and it's something like 26,000 gems, and she's not even halfway with it. And I think she's had it for about a week and a half. But she has one of those folding picnic tables, and she's got that thing. And then for Christmas, she got this purple, because she loves purple, case with all these little tubes in it, and you can unscrew the cap and you put all the gems in it, and then she has it labeled. So she's got a whole system going, and now she's really cooking when she sits down and does work. So that was her project, or that is still her project for the break. But really cool to see them both doing something and not on a screen. So that's been awesome. Good morning, MP. How you doing? How was your weekend, bud? Are you back to work today as well? So yeah, that was pretty much my weekend. We did some. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh, went on a double date with our friends Blake and Ashton. So we brought their kids over, so my kids watched their kids, and we went out into a couple towns over and went into their downtown and went through a couple of different places. Back for a short week, just today and Tuesday, today and tomorrow. Yeah, same here. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my plan. Gonna do 2 long days to be able to take the 3 days off. That worked for me last week. I didn't get much pushback from clients or subcontractors, so it felt good. I probably should have like locked in at home and done like an hour or two worth of work a day just to kind of because I feel like it's going to hit the fan in about like 3 hours, 8 o'clock when everybody wakes up here and realizes. So, but you tell yourself that every day. You say, I'm gonna get some work, and then next thing you know, it's breakfast time, it's workout time. The kids want to play games, and you just enjoy that time at home, and separate from work. Yeah, I ended up doing emails and book work Thursday. Yeah, see, better man than me. Never stops. Never stop impressing me, sir. I like every day I said I was going to do it. In fact, I even put a block in my phone for Friday, and when the reminder came up, I was like, meh. The problem is, as I've said here before, is that me and now my wife are just insanely addicted to this Roblox game called 99 Nights in the Forest. I don't know what it is, guys, but she and I are clocking some major hours on this thing. I've been there, but that's me with the home projects. Um, yeah. Like it's bad. It will like hours and hours and hours. Um, but the flip side of that is like I don't know that she and I like have had some sort of little like hobby or like thing that's not important that like we connect on um in forever. Like we really enjoyed snowboarding while we were like that was one of the reasons why we moved out to Lake Tahoe with her parents. um I'm blanking right now thinking anything else we've enjoyed like together, like kind of like a hobby or a fun time other than like just the fun we have with traveling, going places, exploring, like being parents, like all that kind of stuff. This is just like the one, like, this is just a thing, because we don't watch TV together. Like our shows, like our taste in shows are very different. She loves puzzles. I hate puzzles. There's a lot of like things that we don't like agree on. So like we do a lot of stuff in separate. Um, so that was my realization this weekend where I was like, I really should stop playing because I should work. Then I'm like, did I really have fun playing this game with my wife? And she's getting so much better at it, which is cool. Um, yeah, okay. I have to finish painting the mudroom I put in for the wifey and finish the guest room. This guy's a beast. This guy's a beast. I did no projects this weekend. None. Not a single one. I think 3 weeks ago I bought some new exterior lights. They're still in the box in the garage. Nope, not doing that. It was raining this weekend. Couldn't do it. Um, Buke started playing. Dude, hit me up, man. I'll teach you all the tricks. I'm like a professional. I know everything. Um, Morning, Dan. How are you doing? How was your weekend? How's life? What's going on? I'm painting today. Nice, 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 nice. Um, yeah, I stick to cart and party. Yeah, Mario games for sure. Got it. We had family game night first time last night. Yahtzee. Nice. Well done, sir. That's awesome. Yeah, I was saying the other day, like my dad and his wife and their two kids came over on Christmas Day. And while I'm kind of like on the outs of like the relationship with all of them, it was fun to that they're very big game night people. So they brought a lot of games. We all had fun. Um, some of them get a little too competitive for me, and that's like when I tend to not like games is when they get a little competitive and cutthroat. It's just not who I am, and just that part just I don't know. I don't know what it does to me, but I just don't like it. Like I feel like I get frustrated maybe, and I don't want to be doing that while playing a game. You know, games are the best. I can agree. Like I said, I agree with that. Hey, what's up,
I'm
buddy?
here. I'm here. I made it.
This is Jason on break, y'all. There's no alarms. It's just whimsy.
No alarms. There's no dietary restrictions.
Yes.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
You say your
I
pets'
just woke up.
heads?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. I mean, just a quick Dumb and Dumber reference. That's all.
Okay, gotcha. Understood. You know what's funny is like I was a big movie person, a big like memorizing quotes, and I can see like my age getting there where I'm starting to like feather out a lot of that stuff, and like even movies that I know or knew for a long time, like I'll have people like you or Brofit come in here in my life and quote some stuff, and I'm like, that sounds familiar, but I don't know what that's from.
I
I'm
know I
losing
should
it.
know
I'm
that,
losing
but
it.
I don't.
Yeah, it's weird what sticks and what doesn't, and for how long it sticks, and I didn't refresh some of those movies.
Yeah, it's okay. I just saw Die Hard in its entirety last week. It's
Nice.
okay.
I tried to watch it, but it was on, I think it was on Disney Plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have that anymore. So I
Is,
couldn't
is
watch
is
it.
that is that not weird to say, hey, where can I watch
Yeah,
Die Hard.
yeah, it's so strange.
Disney. Have you tried Disney?
And it's
Some people-
always, it, I mean, the only time you ever search, it always seems like it's on the different it's always on something else. I really wanted to watch that movie. It's like if it was on the platform that you're native on right now, like you probably would have already watched it or you would have seen it or something like that. But whenever you're searching for something, it's like, oh yeah, it's always going to be on that obscure platform or that random platform that I used to have, don't have now. Yeah. Welcome.
that's how they get their cable bills back. Big Entertainment got us again. They
They'll
won.
always find a way.
Yeah. Anyway, where are we at, Dom? How are you doing?
Just going through some weekend stuff and some, how it all was and chatting with the chat for a little bit. Um, hadn't gotten into the reading yet. It was just kind of milking these 18 minutes
Mm-hmm.
like I do. How was your weekend, dude?
Weekend was good. We got Kristen's sister and her husband here,
Okay.
aka my brother and sister-in-law. They're downstairs close to my studio space, so I'm up here in the quiet. I woke up at Dom time. I was up at 4 o'clock and break mode J, smash that snooze button. Not snooze, hit the stop button and
Yeah.
went out like a light.
Nice.
Um,
So
yeah,
where's her sister at? Like,
right now in the house,
no, I mean like where do they normally live?
New Jersey. Everybody is on the East Coast
Got it. Yeah,
except
that's
for
right.
Uncle Jeff and Aunt Cheryl. And
Okay. And they don't have kids?
don't have kids.
Okay.
They have three little pups
Okay.
or babies is what we refer to them as. Weekend was
Nice.
good. Minimal fighting. Lots of movie watching. Snacking. I'm feeling great and relaxed, but man, I have made no good dietary choices the
It's
past
okay.
3 days.
Your brother's not there, so that's,
Um, but almost it's
one or
like
the other.
you ever get to the point where it's like maybe you're like this, where it's like all habits kind of go out the window. You're on a break, you're chilling, and at some point you're like, I need to eat broccoli or drink water. I think because I feel sticky on the inside. That's what I'm feeling right now.
I've been there. That's not currently where I am now, but I have definitely been there. I'm currently in more of a I think I'm like physically I'm trying to push myself and work out every day and keep the sleep routine and the relax routine, and then like as far as dietary, I'm just like I found myself in a good middle place where I'm like a meal or two a day I'm eating pretty healthy or pretty good or pretty clean, and then the rest I allow myself to kind of just snack. So it's a push and pull when it comes to my weight and my physique between those two things, but I find it's making me very happy and comfortable as a person, like not having to count everything that I'm, you know, like when I was doing that, I was like, oh, now I fucking hate eating.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a really good point, Tom. It's like you found the sustainable middle.
that's my goal is to find
Yeah.
that.
Um, I've 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 mentioned a few times where it's like I feel like I'm on like this cycle where it's like 6 weeks I'm nailing it, then like 1 week I crash out, then another week I'm building back up.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of that's because it's like I'll get back up on top again, and then it's like really motivated for a few weeks, and eating healthy. I'm not really tracking things, but it's like things that I know are good that keep me going. And yeah, it's like, is it a matter of like what's the word? Self reliability. I'm sure there's a word for it somewhere. I'm like 50% awake right now. Um, I'm sure there's like maybe a question of like, how invested are you in it at some point. But yeah, making it manageable and doable and giving yourself a win every day. That's it, Cease. Thank you. Self accountability. Am I saying that I lack self accountability? No. I'm just saying sometimes I burn out.
Yeah, I think that's your body helping you with self accountability.
Yeah. Like here's what I burnt out on. My Kristen got me one of those shiatsu massagers. Like the ones, with the spinning balls on the inside. Uh
Mm-hmm.
I went to the gym last, was it Saturday? Friday? I think it was Friday. And like I bore into this thing for like 45 minutes. Uh, like every part of my back, I was like moving it around my body, on my legs, on my chest, my shoulders, everything. And like I tore myself up. I was in pain like I did a really heavy workout with terrible form. Um, like there's a like you know how there's like warning things on like health equipment where it's like don't use more
Yeah.
than 50 minutes. That's for 45-year-olds. That's 15
You
minutes.
finally figured it out. That's who it's
That's
for.
that's for us.
45-year-old guys who are on winter break and haven't been committed to a workout routine or a dietary routine. Jason just paused. That's a great pause video though. Look at that smile, guys. I don't know if there he goes. He's back. That was a good one, dude.
So
Uh-oh. He's gone robot for me. Is it me? Is it him? Caitlin, tell us. I've lost it. Are you back, dude?
I think I'm back.
Oh, MP says it's neither. I can. She says. Caitlin
No.
says you can only hear me. So
Well, we'll see what happens. So anyway, body 5 out of 10, mentally 8 out of 10.
nice.
But now that I'm with Dom again, 10 out of 10.
And your mom's here.
Good morning, Mom. And then Mom is heading out at some point. She'll be here at some point in the next 2 days, 3 days, for a day before she embarks into the land of Oz, aka Australia.
Nice. That's awesome. She's gonna stop by and say hi, and then leave.
And then flying out on the 31st.
How
Hang on, I'll
cool.
be right back. I gotta get a dog.
How cool. Awesome. Yeah, we are in the void between Christmas and New Year's. The 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 over snacking, the overeating, the sugary foods, the candies, the cookie drop offs, like all that stuff. This is what it is. We're all going through it heavy right now, but it's also that it's like a great way to end the year. If you went hard this year, and it's just kind of good to let yourself relapse a little bit on
Yeah,
the snacks.
it's a welcomed relapse for sure. At first I was feeling loose in the motivation. But I'm just kind of letting it flow this year, just kind of letting it ride
Yeah,
until
it's like a little reset, like it's a good way to cap the year, like in family tradition and like family meals, like friends, you know, showering each other in gifts, all that kind of stuff. And then, you gorge to the point where have too much Toblerone and then you're hungover the next day. Good morning, BroFit. That was for you. And then you reset and you start the new year fresh, maybe with some resolutions, some goals, some whatever, and you know, get it done or try
yeah.
to get it done. After having two surgeries, yeah, you need the break.
Do you have resolutions? Should we say that? Should probably say that for the 31st.
No, I never do them.
I
Yeah.
wrote them down last year, and I want to review them and see what I've done and not have done.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds like a good little show. Print, people bring your resolutions to the show and drop them. If anyone wants to come up, you can say them live, but that would be cool. That'd be fun.
I definitely have some that I did not even touch with a 10-foot pole. Wrote them down last
It happens, man. Like, it's hard, especially if you go through one of those, like, because I've gone through a couple of them. You go through one of those books or those classes or those, whatever, where it's like write down all your goals, for 20, your 3-year goal, 5-year goal, 10-year goal, and you like put it all down on the paper, and then you just like kind of look at it and you're a little overwhelmed by like how much you wrote down, but you're kind of supposed to do that, and then yeah, you get to the end of the year and you look at it again and you're like, oh yeah, didn't even
year.
think about that one.
Didn't even touch it.
Like at one point I had them like on post-it notes under my computer monitors so that I can see them all the time. But even then it was just like sometimes when something's in your space all day every day, it just kind of becomes blurry background noise. You don't even read it. Like it can say like a very important thing, but you don't read it because it's just there. And then the other thing is, if it's out of your space, you just completely forget about it. So I don't know that there's like a perfect way to do it. Got the dreaded doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Well, I think
Arthroscopic
I think
MRI.
I think it's I think you have to set a resolution to treat post-it notes like a timer, not just like I wrote it down. I I did half the work. I
Yeah.
acknowledged it, and then it goes away.
MP says he doesn't do needles, but MP, don't you have like tattoo sleeves? I swear you
Mm.
got like a good amount of ink work for someone who says the phrase "I don't do needles." I still haven't been back to the dang doctor to get my blood drawn for my yearly labs. There's like a whole mix up with it. I had an appointment. It's different, I swear. I guess, like one's very important and the other one's just some coloring on your arms. So yeah, I can see why it's very different for you.
I am totally on MP's side with this. Something
I
about
I
it's
love
like
me. I don't give a shit.
it's like, like blunt injuries or I don't even know what to compare it to. I guess pain, like different levels of pain. Something about like a needle just being able to poke right through you despite whatever resilience you feel like you have. Just like the
Yeah.
little needle and how easily it goes into you and either put something into you, take something out. I don't know what it is.
Huh.
Um, it's like I don't have a problem with blood. I don't have a problem with cuts. Uh, it's just like I don't know. It's so weird.
That sucks. I mean, I could see like the point, like the difference between tattoos and blood draws is like obviously like with a tattoo, it's something that you're planning, that you're excited about, that you're gonna put on your body to display. So it's obviously like a happy moment, like you're doing it like for a reason, um, versus health and doing all that stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
needles are fine. Needles are fine with me. Like I don't.
Maybe it's just a reminder of like how how much of a soft little peach our bodies are.
Yeah, true.
We go to the gym, we eat right to keep our bodies healthy, and then this little prick can just go right in with no
So
with no resistance.
so when you guys do a blood draw, you don't. Are you one of the people that don't look at it and watch it?
I have to take a deep breath and
Yeah.
like look away for a second for sure. I don't know. It's just such a
I
yeah.
always get the warning from the nurse. She's like, if you're sensitive, look away. And I'm like, no, I want to watch. I want to see how this thing goes.
My finger has a heartbeat.
I can feel the blood coming out of me. Uh, I'm the 6'3" tatted up guy, a huge bitch when needles come into play. Needles and cold. Those are MP's Achilles heels.
Yeah.
MP
I
six
didn't
three.
I
That's
didn't
crazy.
read today. Did you read today? Do we have a reading today? Did you already talk
I
about
did. Yeah. And we talked about it in so much detail and length before you got in here.
Oh, okay, good.
No, this one's titled "This is the Eulogy You Get to Hear." So it's a
Oh,
story
right.
about
To talking about what will be said at our eulogy.
it's a little different. It's more along the lines of instead of thinking about the actual eulogy, like thinking about those times when all your kids and your friends and your loved ones are sitting around you at the table and you're maybe they're having a conversation and they're talking about you, like it's things more of like an old age thing where it's like your kids are around you, your grandkids are around you, and they're talking about those things that you did when they were younger or whatever, and like that's the eulogy you actually get to hear, like hearing your kids kind of talk about you live in person. And whenever that happens, just like taking that moment to enjoy that and appreciate that.
Hmm.
Oh man. So I
Tell me.
shouldn't live stream my blood draw is what you guys are saying. I shouldn't be the first time I text you, MP, is when I have a needle in my arm. Got it. I'm sure he doesn't I'm sure it doesn't mind him that I have it. I'm out. All right. Gotcha. Tomorrow's Daily Dad show is going to be from the doctor's office.
And
Unsubscribe. Hey, we're losing subscribers now. Great. Um, yeah, so maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. Tomorrow's reading and today's reading.
little review. Yeah. Oh,
Although Jason's still in peak break mode, so we you know, might not be a thing.
I know I'm in break mode when like I haven't worn my watch for like 3 days. That's when I know that regimen has gone out the window.
So you don't get those reminders that like you need to stand for this hour. You're like, I'm just gonna take the freaking watch off because I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna be on the couch for 12 hours. Fuck off.
No, I just wear a straight up watch. I don't have any smart watches.
Oh,
Just
wow. Look at this guy. Just an old school Timex.
keeping it old school. But
Nice.
that's when I know, and I stopped caring about my wake up time. Like today, I intended to wake up on time, but I didn't. So I'm rolling with it. I'm enjoying it because I know that in what's today, Monday, come Thursday, I'm going to start thinking about school, going to start doing that again. So I know it's going to end like everything, even this chapter on everything ending. It's going to end.
Yeah, we got a couple more days and then we get the new fresh look on life.
Hmm.
Today was my sleep in day and I woke up at 7:28. My wife yesterday, like so we had a double date with friends on Saturday and we were going over some sleep thing and she was like, I just want to sleep in till 8 o'clock on Sunday. And so Sunday morning I woke up at like 5:30, like my normal, like my I didn't have any alarms, my brain just woke me up and I'm like, okay, don't disturb your wife. Like, don't touch her. Don't try to cuddle. Don't try to do any of that stuff. And I'm like, but I don't want to go work out because I wanted to sleep in too. Sunday is my sleep in day. I usually try to get to 6 or 7, 6, 7. Is that still a thing in 2026?
You got
Uh,
you got 3 more days,
gotcha.
and it's gonna be.
And and so for about an hour, I sat there like kind of awake, kind of trying to sleep, and then I was like, I got to get out of here. So I went out, got downstairs, started like scrolling online and stuff like that, and then I realized our son's gonna wake up and he's gonna beeline straight to her door. So then I just went and I posted myself up on at the top of the stairs, like in front of our door, and I sat there uncomfortably for about 45 minutes scrolling until he woke up. And I just was like, nope, you're not going in there. We're going downstairs, buddy. Shh, be quiet. Let mom sleep in, all that stuff. And then she tells me, she's like, She's like, I woke up at 7:55. I couldn't make. She's like, I just missed it. I'm like, I tried everything, honey. I really did. Like, I was keeping it locked down. Um, but yeah, 7:55 is still pretty good.
Have you tried putting a post-it note on your door saying, "Don't wake mom up"?
He doesn't read yet.
He
I
got
am,
you.
and he doesn't care. Like, I literally have to, like, I literally almost had to kidnap him, like, just a bag over the head, just like take him downstairs.
Or the big post-it notes with it with an illust. Have Ryan illustrate
Yeah. My other
gnome.
thought was just to go lay in bed with him and just hang out until he woke up, but I obviously didn't want to wake him up early either. So
Yeah,
it's just one of those things. It worked out. She got her rest. Um, yeah. So
I had one good win. Well, I mean, it all went pretty well. I got my middle daughter into comics,
oh,
which
nice.
I'm pretty psyched about because I always enjoyed comics. I always viewed comics in the same way that I view like tabletop card games, like V Friends, where it's like I love the art. I like the idea of like playing with that strategy, but just never got into it
Mm-hmm.
too much. But I got her an anthology on Jenica, the fifth Ninja Turtle.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
even know that existed. The
I did
fifth
not
Ninja
either.
Turtle.
When I was down in
Okay.
Denver on Colfax Street on the good part. I think it was the good part. I think Colfax. If you know Denver, Colfax is like where the strippers and devious
Yeah.
people hang. But I went to a record and comic shop, found that thing, and I
Oh,
was
cool.
weighing between getting the Lion Witch in the Wardrobe box set and the comic. So I asked there was like a young girl at the counter, and I was like, should I get the R.L. Stein box set or who's the author of Lion Witch in the Wardrobe? I don't know. Uh, Box set of that with the classics or the comic. I went with the comic, and the past few nights she's been reading it. And last night she was like, I was like, how are you enjoying the comics? Like, it's cool. I don't really know what's going on. So it was like I went through like how to read a comic. Like, sometimes the panels go left to right like a regular book.
Yeah.
Sometimes they go up and down. Sometimes you have to follow how the word bubbles are connected. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it was cool. I enjoyed it. That's my little core memory moment.
That's awesome. Good stuff. Yeah, someone was saying there's a podcast that Anne does, and she was saying like the person she does it with is Tom from To the Moon, and he's a big comic fan, and he was basically saying like one of the ways to read it is to just look at the artwork first, like just ignore all the words, and just kind of take in the art, the scene, and try to gather like what this story is telling you just from the artwork, and then read it again, top to bottom, left to right, like with the actual words. I thought that was very interesting. So it seems like reading the page twice.
Yeah,
Um,
so many ways to read it, and I love it.
yeah,
I like that I got to do that with her.
that's really cool. And it's something where there's endless amounts, that there's endless things she can get into. Because you've ever been to like my thing with comics is like every time I walk in there, it's almost like too much. You know, it's just where do you begin? Uh, so that's always been. I've never really been into it. I thought it was cool. Um, I'm liking the V Friends ones, but yeah, it's there's just so much. There's so much to it, so much depth, so many of them.
Yeah, even with like I know it. I know the origins of the turtles, like the original comics before it became a kid things. The kids thing is like it was a pretty fairly violent comic,
Mm,
so it was cool to like get back into that because it's like a I don't know 5 or 10 comic anthology done by different artists, and it's like seeing how they tie in like mild to R-rated violence with Ninja Turtles,
yeah.
um, and just like how gritty it gets. It's
Hmm.
pretty sweet. Just the aesthetic that I enjoy.
Gotcha. All right, man. Looks like it's time to get going.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get going with. I think I'm gonna get some water and some fruit. I think I'm gonna start today with that.
Water and
That'll
fruit.
be
There
nice.
you go. I'm gonna get to work, and then go get my morning bagel, which I have definitely missed. Uh, there's a shop out here that I absolutely love, and being away for 5 days, totally miss it. So it's gonna be
Enjoy
that's
it.
gonna be my spot today.
MP, good luck with your needles.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for everybody stopping by. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go get some sugary cereal. There you go. Get it, girl. Um,
Enjoy
have a
that.
great day, Dan. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
I'll be here tomorrow on time. Probably.
Possibly.
Possibly. Yeah.
We'll find out when we find out, y'all. Later, buddy.
See
Have a
you
good
guys.
day.